cop a chain of game when the QB chain burst most of chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies. Family size, leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Fields it right around the goal line.
Way up in there.
Well, now how about this return? And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
To throw is Rush. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time. Here's Rush to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. He's locked in early. Two nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Rush. This is caught. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They go with the option. option on 4th down, left side.
You don't get
Trying
that,
to push
man.
his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. Back to throw, Rush. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Rush. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard to gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback. 25. Set at the line for this next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kenyon Drake, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll get 34 yards there. Well, for a play that didn't look like much at the snap, that jet sweep turned into a big play in a hurry.
And how about how they ran the play? Because they obviously caught the defense out of position and not expecting that one, and that turned into a nice chunk of yardage. But how about the execution on the handoff? Most of the times we see on the jet sweep, they punch it forward so that if it falls to the ground, it's just an incomplete pass. Here, you've got to execute it well, otherwise it's a fumble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Second and 7, operating from the 34. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. It's a room to maneuver. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a first down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Elliott. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Rush. And this one quickly to Lamb. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. It's a quarterback sneak. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
To throw on third down, Rush. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. It's Davis on the counter. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
On 3rd down, Jackson. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed down him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys.
lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They go play action with Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Anthony Barr. And the Cowboys are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Throwing to start the drive. Rush. And this one is incomplete. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Back to throw. Rush. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Gallup now on the end around.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 34 yards. And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To try again after the sack. Jackson.
That's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson now off the bootleg.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And some room to work. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6.
67 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Oh, design run for their wideout. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
They'll go with a keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Cowboys up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
Marr now to add the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And this is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They go play action now. Jackson.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay finding room at midfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now Dobbins.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage Held their spot and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Again, Jackson will keep it. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Jackson. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Well,
this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.